Everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am showing you the supplies I'm using, but we are working in my Life Crafted album. If you aren't aware of what a Life Crafted album is, it's a traveler sized album, ringed album that fits traveler size papers in it. Okay, so traveler's notebooks. So if you were to cut them in half, you know, from your notebooks, they would fit inside these page protectors. I had bought 3 of these recently during a sale. These were like their off, or like not 100% ones, like the, what do they call them? The little goof up secondhand ones or something. I can't really see what's wrong, but maybe like a little bit of a coloration right there on my fabric. But I bought 3 of the same color just so they all match. I love how some scrappy memory keepers in the community embrace all, because they have them in rainbow colors. So they have like one of every color so that their shelf looks like a rainbow. And I might do that. But for the sake of this video, I wanted to work in this size again, which is basically a traveler's notebook size. So last week I posted a quick reel making this little spread. It was really easy, and since I made the reel, I didn't make it into a video because I needed my phone in the, not landscape positioning, but vertical, even though I probably could have done both now that I think about it. But in essence, it was an easy size to work in. So it's almost like working on half of like my chapters inserts. So for instance, let me grab this because I'm like on a roll right now. So it's like almost like a half a page in here. Yeah, like it's one side. And so the thing too, in this book, I've been a little bit behind. So this one was published. This one I made the other day because I'm a little bit behind. So this is obviously documenting Halloween. And so, yeah, it's like kind of like working on one side of this. The footage for this got lost. I tried filming on a different camera, but to transfer the footage to my MacBook Pro was just not happening. The file is like not there anymore. So long story short, this is what I filmed last week. And so there's a flip here, there's a flip here, and there's a flip here to tell the story as I finish the journaling in here. So in essence, the joy of working in this, but usually working a 2-page spread, this one's a little bit smaller. And so I thought I would work in this size today. And I like working outside of the page protector, but I do have it comes with the page protectors themselves in case you just want to slip it in. So the collection I am using for today's layout is by Traci Reed. If you're unaware of who Traci Reed is, she is a designer with her own website, and she sells her kits digitally so that you can print them on your own. I used to be a part of her design team back in the day. I haven't applied for it again, but I still appreciate her style, her illustrations, her collections are great. And if I know it's true, she does say that she still designs for Simple Stories. So if you're a fan of Simple Stories, she's probably done a collection that you've liked in the past. And she's been recently designing for Catherine Pooler, who turns her designs into scrapbook collections as well as stamps. So it's really fun. This collection is called Rooted, and it's all about being a plant mama. And I've been bit by the plant mama bug. If you follow me on Instagram, you see me at least buy a plant a week, possibly more. If you follow me on Instagram, I usually show like me wandering through a nursery or Lowe's or Home Depot, etc. So I have like pretty much every selfie I've taken, because I haven't taken actually all millions for the plant collection I have, which I should do. I think most of the time what happens definitely for selfies is that when I go, I probably look haggard because I'm going truly after I drop Valentina off from school. So these are a few where I don't look atrocious. So I'm documenting being a new plant mama, and these are some of my favorite plants, hence also having a selfie with them, with her collection. So I did buy the Traveler's Notebook papers, and then there's 2 sets of Project Life cards, and I bought the ephemera pack. So her designs, once you print them, come like this, and they also come with the cut line file. So if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette Cameo, you'll put this on the cutting mat, and the cut file will cut all these out 1, 2, 3 for you. So I could do that right now, but I actually don't mind fussy cutting these out. So you have all of these sentiments here, which are super cute, and enough like little journaling tags too, as well as ones that have little sentiments. You have this one that has so many sentiments. I don't need another plant, said no one ever. I only love my plants and my mama. I'm sorry. All my best friends have leaves. So cute. And I just love her illustrations, these Monstera leaves. I'm here for all of these like pothos and the hearts that all go in the collection. You can see that the color scheme is like this dark green, light green, this corally color, brown, and like this blue grays. Which I also love these as well. I was here for these because I recently saw Scrappin Scraps and Making Plans. God, it's Sabrina's channel. She recently used it in a collection and I was like, OMG, where are the, like, specifically for this Monstera leaf, like I need that. I'll probably be printing these off multiple times. So then for the collection, I'll show you the papers so that way you can decide. So it definitely has like the potted plants and the hanging plants on this one. You got the Monstera leaves and the flowers, these lovely Monstera leaves, even a floral design that's black and white. Here's pretty much the color palette. Monstera leaves on the opposite, so black with the white. This beautiful repeating design, this repeating chevron, a slight like almost polka dot with their baby hearts though. This repetitive design. So you can see like the filler designs, but you can see that the colors carry through. And then this great wood grain. Here's that blue gray with like tiny triangles on there. A doodly mark, a good solid plaid, a grid, a black and white stripe, and then all the solid colors right there. So there's the color palette for you. So I love those. Then the cards, these are the 4x6. If plants aren't my kids, then why did I get them from the nursery? A good journaling spot. Get someone who looks at you the same way I look at my plants. And then this one. And then the 3x4 cards. Nurture your dreams and watch yourself bloom. Plant love, water with kindness, and harvest happiness. Rooting for myself. So the collection is fantastic. So I already pre-cut all of these, so I have it ready to go. Ready to put in my project life. And everything. Look at this one. Plant mama. Pretty much. They also have it available to print as plant dad and then plant mum. So in case like your, mum, M-U-M is also there for you to use. And staying alive. Plant lady is the new cat lady and home is where my plants hang. So love this collection. Love the photos. And so what I want to do, I already had it cut. So these are just some white papers that I can work in that book. Cut. And we're going to pick a few. And I definitely know I want to use this the plant one. This one's adorbs. And probably pick 2 more to go with it. So this is the layout we're going to be doing. Love that. What else do I love on this side? So this is the layout where we're going to be working on. So I'll put you probably on fast forward now. Actually, was it maybe this one with the Monstera leaves? Like I really like this one. And we'll put this together. So yeah, like I said, I'll leave the links down below for Traci Reed's shop and specifically the Rooted collection. And that way you can see this come together rather easy. Like I said, this is kind of an easier size to work in. If you're ever intimidated by a 12x12 or a 9x12, I think it's just a fun, quick way to document some stories. And by all means, I'll probably be documenting a lot of the plants I own later on. But yeah, I'll put you on fast forward and let's get started. Okay, so I do hope you appreciate sometimes walking through my creative process with me. I get that question sometimes a lot, even from like family that are just kind of like, I don't know where to start when it comes to it because of all the patterns and colors and stuff. And honestly, it just takes practice. I'm not saying I'm an expert at all, but I like to at least let you see the brainstorming that comes along with doing projects of any size and at any storytelling option that you select. So for me, like I was indicating, I chose 2 pattern papers from the collection and then went with that little potted plant repeating pattern paper and used a strip on both sides. Because for some reason too, and I probably printed them incorrectly, there was a setting I missed, the Traveler's Notebook paper size, when I printed it out, I must have had a margin or something still on it because it's slightly shorter and thinner, so both height and width, than an actual Traveler's Notebook size paper. And I know she does them perfectly, so I must have printed them incorrectly, which is fine. I've already printed 2 sets of the ephemera pack, so I have 2 sets to kind of fussy cut out. And I just go ahead and fussy cut out the elements I think I'm going to use, and I pretty much did very well because everything I did cut out I ended up using. So I have plenty to still come, and I love just all the sentiments for this because my plant collection has grown significantly since the beginning of the year when I have taken up this hobby. In fact, I'm actually making like a plant journal that I'm making into like the happy planner format, meaning it's just going to be on discs because it's hard to keep track of the plants that like to be watered regularly or more frequently than others that like to stay a little bit drier, and that can get confusing. Also, you don't want to over fertilize or things like repotting it when it gets root bound. So these are all things that I will be having in a plant journal, along with pictures of my said plants. So these were just a few of the selfies I've taken with plants as I've gone shopping. Some with Valentina because she has gotten into it a little bit with me as well. And most of the time I do find plants I like and I snap a quick photo before I go to the register. So my plant, even the ones I have right now that are in these pictures, are some of my favorite. I love anything that has just an interesting leaf shape or variegation, and anything that has pink in it. Those are my jams. So those are always plants you'll see me purchase. And then even for this collection, I know I probably have other ones that I want to do for sure. And that would be like some of the journaling I put on the tabs off camera was like the kinds I like, when I started, and that Valentina joins me and always wants a little plant for herself. So it is a fun hobby to do with your kids. In fact, I even brought like seed packets right now because her favorite flower are the sunflowers and she wants to grow them herself. So I think it'll be a fun project for us to do in the backyard this summer with her. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Okay, so I finished up by adding some sequences from the Blushing Bride and then Mint Chip Mix to the layout. And I also got that third cork heart back on there. So you can see a little cluster there and a little cluster here, just to add some sparkle to it. And then over here too. A few there, a few there. I thought I was filming and I wasn't. I'm like, oh great, well I'm about to film my outro. So yeah, so okay. Love it. Yes, it may be a little busy, but I'm actually appreciating it because I'm loving these embellishments, these Monstera leaves to die for. Love the sentiments. And now I have room to journal about some of these plants and how my passion for it started. So I'll leave as much as I can below for you. So until next time, everyone, please subscribe if you enjoyed hanging out with me. Please give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, love you guys. Bye.